Hi everyone, this is Rich. What I want to do is I made a little video here that I'm going to use to help you get started on the third lab, the lab on email. So when I'm doing this is I'm going to do it from Benji's perspective. I've got Benji here logged in into Opus. You can see that his home directory is /home/cis90/simben, and he's logged in as simben90. And what I want to do is before you start the lab, I always like to have a couple of things ready. So I like to have the lab and the lesson handy. So I've got those here. Here is the lab, of course. Here's where you can look through the procedure. You can look through the any rules, how the grading is going to go, and so forth. How to submit it. It's all in the lab. Okay, and I also have the lesson slides. I love to have the lesson slides handy when you're doing a lab because I tend to document everything you're going to need for a lab in that lesson that precedes the lab. So in this case, there's going to be a lot of stuff on UNIX mail, examples, and showing you how to do the various things. So keep those handy. I'm going to minimize those both for now and show you how the lab actually starts. Okay, so when you log in after the lesson, this is what you're going to see. You're going to log in. You're going to type the mail command, right? And you can see Benji has just logged in here. He's opened up his mail. He's got two messages, both from me. Okay, the first one is a welcome message. To read that, I'm just going to type 1 and then hit the enter key. Okay, and it says welcome to CS90. Your account is on the Opus server. It's running CentOS release 6.5 and so forth. Okay, just a little welcome message. Now I'm going to type the H command for headers, all right? So I can see the list of messages again. That's how you see your in tray. You just type the H. You could also probably type the whole thing out. Let me see if that works too. Yeah, you could, but you can just abbreviate it with an H. Okay, let's read the second message, number 2. So I'm going to type a 2 and hit the enter key. Okay, and it looks like there's my event. So, or actually Benji's event in this case. So Benji got event 1968, Bell Labs, MIT, and General Electric working on a time-sharing system called Multics. Okay, so we've read the welcome mail, we've read the event mail. I've shown you how to use the header command, which is again, use that H, and you can see what's in your in tray. Let's save that event, because that's the first one in our collection. So I'm going to say save. I'm going to just abbreviate it to S, okay? Save message to history, okay? So that's the syntax. This is not a bash command. This is a mail command that's inside. Mail has its own little shell, and that's the save command. It says save message to a file named uhistory. If the file doesn't exist, it will create it, and it's going to be a mailbox file. Okay, so it created it, and then we're going to quit out. Okay, so it gives a summary. It says I held one message. That's the welcome message, and it says I've got new mail. All right. Now I want to open up that mailbox we just created, the one that we just saved message 2 in. Let's do that. So the way you open up a mailbox file is to say mail -F for file and uhistory. I'm going to type a few letters and hit the tab key because bash knows what's in this directory and I don't need to type the whole file name. So there I'm looking now at the uhistory file, and there's my event. Message 1, I type 1, hit enter, I can read it again. It's there, okay. So I've got one message in my collection. Let's quit out. Okay, I'm back in bash again. You can see the prompt is now /home/cs90/simben, so I'm back in bash. And where are we here? We just opened up our uhistory mailbox. We listed the one message in it and we quit. Okay, now let me scroll down here a little bit more. Whoop. So now what we want to do is we want to share our events with the classmates. So what we're going to do is we're going to send it out to everybody else in the class. So this is how you do that. If I want to send a message to the whole class, I say mail. Gotta give it focus here. Mail, and then who I want to send it to. And in this case, I'm going to send it to a distribution list called CIS90-students. Okay, that's a distribution list. It's actually called an alias, a mail alias. but this will send a message to everybody else in the class, because what we want to do is share our events that we get from that I send to you. You're going to share those events with everybody else. So Benji got 1968. So here I'm going to hit enter now, and it's going to say subject. The subject for these events should be just the year of the event. Make sure that this 1968 subject matches the actual event that you got. Okay, hit enter. Now it's waiting for input from me. There's no prompt or anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my, I'm going to do a copy and paste here. I'm going to take that event there, okay, and I'm going to do a right click to paste it into my message. Every time I hit enter, it adds another line to my message. There's no prompt or anything, and it's not anything fancy. It's just one line at a time. You can't go back, okay? So I'm going to send a message now. Hi class, my event is above. Please send me your event. Thanks, Benji. Okay? Now the way you end the message, okay, is to hit a period like that, and then the enter key. Okay? And off it goes. Now that went to the whole class, so that will actually go to go to Benji again too, because the distribution list has his name on it as well. So let's see, we just sent the event to all the classmates. Now let's check for new mail. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to have his friend Homer in a different window. Homer is going, actually I'll show you that too. Let me get my screen here. Okay, so I'm going to bring into the screen here. This is Homer. He's another student in the class. He's one of Benji's friends. And let me just start fresh here so you can see what Homer would see. Let me quit out. Let me clear the screen. Notice that this is Homer Miller here. ID is Milhome90. So let's take a look at his mail, his in tray. So he has the welcome message from me. Let's take a look at that. He has, well, there's the same welcome message. Type H for show the in tray again. Message 2 is, there's the event that he got from me. Now he got 1969. Remember, Benji got 1968. So Homer got a different event. Everybody should get a different event, although there's not enough events for everyone to have a unique one. So some people will get the same event. It wraps around. Now, so that's the event he got from me, and he also got the event from Benji. Let's take a look at that, number 3. There's the one from Benji, 1968. It says, hi class, my event is above. Please send me yours. Thanks, Benji. All right, type H. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save message 2 into UHistory. Okay, that's a new file for, it's going to be a new file in Homer's directory. All right, and I'm also going to save message 3 in UHistory. Okay. So see how that one, the first one was a new file, the second one is appended. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out the 1969 event to the whole class, so Benji will get it too. Okay, and I'm going to do that from mail. So instead of quitting out of mail and doing it, I'm going to do it right inside of mail. So I'm going to type mail, then CIS. Will this work? Let's just see. I hope so. Gotta spell it right. Mail CIS 90 students, subject. Okay, he's going to send his event. Homer's going to send 1969 to the whole class. And let's get that 1969 event. It's up there. I'm going to select it. Okay. And I'm going to paste it into the message. And I'll say, here is my event above. Please send me yours. Homer. Right? Then to stop the message, I hit a period, hit the enter key, and off it goes. Now I'll put this off the screen again here. Okay. Benji here has been just sitting around here waiting for something to happen. And so he's going to check for mail. He's going to hit the enter key and he says, oh, you have new mail. So he's going to type mail. And look, he's got a new message from, he got the message that he sent to everybody. And of course that went to him. So he got 1968 a second time. And he also got the message from Homer. Let's read the one from Homer. Okay. There's the 1969 event. So let's save that in UHistory. Which message was that? That was message 3 from Homer. So save 3 to UHistory. Okay. And let's save another one. Let's save a duplicate. So I want to show you how to handle duplicates. So let's mistakenly save message 2 again to UHistory. So we're going to have 2 1968s in there. Okay. I'm doing this on purpose, just so I can show you how to clean up your collection if you do get duplicates. Okay. Then let's quit. All right. And now we're over here. We're at number 5 here. Let me go up a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to open up my mailbox file. Now I could type mail space -f space UHistory, or I can go up. I'm hitting the up arrow key to get the commands I previously typed. They've been saved in my history, and there it is. I'll hit enter. Okay. So notice I've got 3 events now in my UHistory collection. And oops, looks like I got 2 1968s. Okay. So I'm going to remove message 3. I'm going to say delete 3. Okay, then type headers, and oops, type headers again. Now I just have the 2 that I want, 1968, 1969. So I'm going to quit out. Okay, and what I'm going to show you now is after you do this for a while, you're going to keep getting more and more events from your classmates as they log in and send their events out. You're going to keep going through and keep adding them to your UHistory file. Eventually you're going to want to check what you got and submit what you got. So let me show you. There's a little script called check3. All right. You run check3. What it does is it checks for, it goes through your UHistory file and just counts things up. It says, okay, I've got 2 events. I've got, and then it does it again and it removes any duplicates. It doesn't count any of the duplicates. And so if this number is different than the first number, then you've got duplicates. And then it lists the events. Okay, so I've got 2 events so far. And then what I'm going to do is, since we can always do a submittal, even if we're not done yet, it's always nice to submit what you've got done so far in case something happens and you aren't able to finish your lab. So I'm going to submit what I've done so far. I've only got 2 events, and we're doing lab 3. Okay, and there we go. So I just submitted what I've done so far. I can type verify to see what actually got submitted. Okay, 3. And you can actually see it here. It's a dump of the UHistory file. You can actually see all the headers that make up the message. There's the event for 1968. Okay, go down here past all these headers. These are all called headers. Like, it shows when the mail servers receive a message. It shows who it was from, the date, and subject, and all that kind of stuff. So the other message, this is called the body of the message here. Okay. that's it. Okay, so good luck with the lab. Be sure to read the forum to see if people run into any problems and what their workarounds were. And I'll see you in class. Bye.